everybody! How's it going? Happy Saturday. It's Erica with Not Your Average EDC. And today we're going to talk about 6 summertime knives that are lightweight, tried and true, and blades that you can use this summer when you're wearing shorts, I guess. There are 8,000 videos on this already. I don't even know why I'm making this. I guess because it's fun. I like making videos. And you guys know I love plasticky knives. So this is really just me having fun here. We're going to go through 6 knife models that are, in my opinion, on my planet, lightweight and great when you're wearing shorts. Summertime is coming. Let's get into it. So I got all of these specs for these from Blade HQ, the website. If they seem off or wrong or anything, you cannot blame me. You have to blame Blade HQ because I literally, word for word, looked at Blade HQ's website and took notes. So all of these weights are from Blade HQ. The only reason I'm mentioning that is because as we go through this, you're going to probably be a little confused toward the end at the ranking of weights. It seems off to me as well, but I'm literally just using their numbers. So, in my opinion, on Erica's Planet, which is what we're talking about here, is just Erica's Planet, a regular knife to me, like a normal size knife that is taking into consideration weight, length, all that good stuff, is like a pair of 3. Like, to me, that is just a normal, average knife in terms of weight, length, carry, etc. A pair of 3 in the stock configuration with G10 is 3.4 ounces. So that to me is like the average weight of a knife. Anything, in my opinion, below 3 ounces, like at 3 ounces or below, is lightweight. That is a light knife to me because a pair of 3 is 3.4, and that seems fairly light to me and normal. So anything under 3 ounces is pretty dang lightweight to me. So all of the knives I'm going to mention are 3 ounces or under. Let's get started. From lightest to heaviest. The lightest one in this carry is the Benchmade Bugout. This comes in at 1.85 ounces. That is very, very, very light. Featherweight, you could say. The Benchmade Bugout is definitely one of my favorite knives. I really like that it's a full-size knife and it basically weighs nothing. Like, I've tried carrying the Mini Bugout, just way too small to the point where I can't even feel it. Like, it feels like nothing in my hand. It's too small, it's too short, it's too light. It feels like a toy. And the Benchmade Bugout, to me, is just much better, the full-size one. You get a full-size knife, and I know that since the beginning of time, the scale flex has been an issue for people. They don't like that it does that. I will tell you right now, I've beat the living shit out of this particular Bugout, and it has not failed. I even took pliers trying to pry the scales off one time, and all that happened was like a tiny little, like crack right here. And that was literally me like taking pliers and a pry bar and trying to pry this thing apart. So, whatever you want to say about the scales, go ahead. They're plenty strong for me. Very lightweight. The Bugout is just one of those great summertime knives that gives you a full package without you even noticing it's there. It's really great. And I love the Bugout. I've had so many of them. I have 3 right now. It's just great. If you don't mind the kind of like plasticky feeling scales, the Bugout is an awesome option for summertime and super reliable. The next one in the lineup is the Native 5 lightweight from Spyderco. This one comes in at 2.4 ounces, so a pretty big leap from here to here, and then it'll, from here, get a little more steady in terms of jumping up the scale on weight. So the Native 5 lightweight is one that I recently tested. It's a knife that I was absolutely obsessed with, like creepily obsessed with, especially because you're getting a super lightweight package, but in terms of strength, this has it. Like, if you have an issue with lightweight knives because they feel like they're going to break or they feel chintzy or something, I can tell you right now, the plastic scales on the Native 5 lightweight do not feel as thin and brittle as the Bugout. They are still a plasticky material, but they are rigid. They're much thicker. And it does convince your mind that this is stronger, especially with the lockback. Just this entire package, it will play tricks on your mind and tell you that this is a beast of a knife, even though it's lightweight and made with plastic scales, no liners, etc., etc. This is a knife that aced my month-long testing. I literally could not find anything wrong with this knife at all. It is incredible. It's smooth. It's durable. I did some prying with it. It absolutely crushed everything in its path in terms of design. It's just an awesome, reliable, I would even say like hard use knife model, and it's super, super lightweight. So if you could deal with the kind of like outdated locking mechanism and the plasticky scales, the Native 5 lightweight is one of the best knives of all time, and it really does ace everything, in my opinion. The next one coming in at 2.5 ounces on the dot is the Spyderco Para 3 lightweight. So the regular Para 3, like I said, is 3.4 ounces. This is much, much lighter. Again, we've got those plasticky scales, no liners at all, and a washer only running on one side within here. So really interesting setup. You've got the compression lock, you've got all of the modern day stuff, and it's just in a crazy lightweight package. If you get this stock, it is going to come with a wire clip. I will say right off the bat, guys, the wire clip I don't even fuck with. Like, if I ever order a Spyderco, at the same exact time I'm going over to Lynch Northwest and ordering a wire clip replacement, because the wire clips that these come with are absolute garbage for me on my planet. They do not last. I can't get them to stay in my pocket. I can't get them to not bend. Hell, these clips I even will have bend sometimes, and I have to like fix them. I just had to fix Nicole's the other day on her little Native because they're just a little delicate. But I will say that the Lynch ones are less delicate than the stock wire clip. So highly recommend the wire clip replacement. But generally speaking, this package with the compression lock and everything, super smooth, super lightweight. Kind of the same idea with this as the Native. The scales, even though they're plastic, FRN, Grivery, whatever the heck you want to call it, fiberglass reinforced, who's a minky, I don't know. These ones feel more rigid and thicker than the Bugout. So again, if you're looking for something that is going to trick your mind into thinking that this is more hard use than the Bugout, the Para 3 lightweight is a great option. It's just more rigid and kind of like stiff in your hand. It just feels more reliable, I guess, than the Bugout. And maybe it is. Who knows? I've just never had an issue with any of them, so I genuinely can't say that this is stronger than the Bugout, because I've never had an issue with any of them. But really nice lightweight package. If you are looking for a blade shape a little more, with a little more height, I guess you could say, than like the Native or the Sage, this one has it. You know, going through all of these options, we have a lot of different blade shapes, and people have preferences. The one thing that I absolutely love about the Native 5 lightweight and the Para 3 lightweight, the finger choil, guys. The forward choil right here to be able to really choke up, incredible. I really, really like that we have that option on some of these offerings. You just are really able to lock in. And again, something that convinces your mind that you can get a better grasp on this, that it's more rugged. A lot of this is mind games. People are so obsessed with creating issues with knives that don't actually exist. Like, the controversy around the Bugout was freaking hilarious because it wasn't even real life. And Wrangler Star started that. He got the knife in, and he literally just like trashed on it without even really using it. And everyone followed, just like with the 940 stuff. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, these are all great knives that I have hard used, and they haven't failed yet. So the next one in the lineup is the Delica. Is this the 4 or the 5? Have we ever even seen the previous Delicas? Like, how on earth is this a Native 5 lightweight when I've never even seen 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 of this? I I don't know where the rest of the models are, but I think this is called a Delica 4. I've never seen the other ones before it. This is 2.5 ounces. So the same as the Para 3, apparently. It feels to me heavier, but I don't know. Blade HQ said that the Para 3 lightweight and the Delica 4 are the same weight. So, kind of going back to the traditional style locking mechanism here with the lock back. But this is a very slim carry, a very sleek carry. It's a little more elongated, a little thinner. Everything about it is just more like skinny. So if you like knives that feel like they have a little more reach and length and just like a slim profile, the Delica 4 is awesome. I'm sorry if you're starting to gag because this is carry tip up. I love carrying tip up, guys, or tip down, I should say. I'm sorry, tip down. Everyone likes tip up. I like tip down, surprisingly. So this this is set up really, really old school. But the Delica 4 is freaking awesome. I really like that blade profile. Like, in my opinion, I would rather this over that. I like kind of like the sleek, slim profile instead of the wide, chonky boy. But the Delica is great. You don't really get that forward choil or anything, which is kind of a bummer. However, I do really like the ramp on this. I really like how you can lock this into your hand. It feels good. Everything about the Delica kind of is tried and true. I don't know. It's a nice little lightweight knife, and it comes in so many configurations. You can kind of get like any steel that you want, any color that you want. It's great. Not really anything bad I can say about the Delica, especially because it's lightweight and reliable. Now here's where we're gonna get weird. So next is the Benchmade MiniGrip Tillion. Surprisingly, this is a lightweight knife, and a lot of people think that it kind of isn't. There's a lot of talk that it's kind of like a chunky, overbuilt beast knife, and surprisingly, the MiniGrip is not the heaviest in this category, and it weighs in at 2.56 ounces. So just a little bit more, a hair more than the Para 3 lightweight and the Delica. But yeah, it's odd. I've never really heard anyone refer to the MiniGrip as a lightweight knife, but technically it is, because if it's under 3 ounces on Erica's planet, it's lightweight. So we do have the MiniGrip coming into the lineup here. One thing that I have noticed, and I don't know if anybody else has, is there's something strange going on with MiniGrip availability. They do not have this offering anymore on Benchmade's custom shop website. So like it used to be, when you went to the custom builder on Benchmade, you had like the MiniGrip Tillion, the regular grip Tillion, the Crooked River, or the Mini Crooked River, the Benchmade Bugout, the like fixed blade kitchen knives, right? All of those were things that you could build on the custom shop. Surprisingly, the MiniGrip is not there anymore. It's also basically out of stock everywhere. And a lot of sites are starting to say that it's discontinued. I don't know if Benchmade is just not making them anymore, which would be insane because this is one of their flagship models. I have no idea what's going on with the availability of the MiniGrip, because you used to be able to walk into like anywhere and pick one up. So not sure what's going on with that. However, if you have a MiniGrip or if you can snag one from somewhere, it is a lightweight beast of a knife. In my opinion, out of all of these knives, this one feels the most rugged and hard use, especially because it does have liners. So this knife does have full liners. I love the MiniGrip. I've had probably 35 of them my whole life. I've just cycled through them over and over again. This is the current one that I have. It just has the green scales, sheep's foot blade, and S30V, and an old school split arrow clip. But it's just such a good knife. Out of all of these, it does feel like the thickest in the hand. It does have some pretty thick scales that are kind of like rounded. It feels very filling in the hand. And I love the sheep's foot version. This blade shape, in my opinion, is one of the best hard use blade shapes ever. I really wish that they still did the hollow grind on them, because back when they were using 154 cm, they were actually hollow ground, and then they switched to S30V and they do a flat grind. So this is not hollow anymore. It's flat, unfortunately. So it's pretty thick behind the edge. But if you're looking for something hard use, there you go. This is a beast of a knife. Everything about this is just, it's lightweight, but it's absolutely hard use. I have tested the MiniGrip so many times. It has never failed. It's fantastic. And it's a little dude too. I mean, out of all these, I think it's the shortest knife. You get the Spidey hole with the sheep's foot version. It's kind of just like a longer, slimmer, like Pair 3. You're getting a lot of the same attributes here, but just in like a thinner package. Especially if you look at the body of the Pair 3 lightweight. Like the MiniGrip Tillion is very much reminiscent, but way skinnier, right? So, I feel like the MiniGrip was popular for a really long time, and then other things came out, and now it's kind of like slept on. But seriously, for the price and everything, like, considering that this is a $120 knife that you can literally beat the shit out of, I think it's amazing. I love the MiniGrip. Carried it a lot last summer. It's fantastic. And tons of modding options for these. If you don't like the feel of the scales, you can get all types of replacements, but this is a really good summer knife in my opinion. The last knife in the lineup is the Sage 5 Lightweight, weighing in at 2.92 ounces. So that's why I said at the beginning of the video that this gets a little weird near the end, because this is almost 3 ounces. They call it a lightweight. It's just strange to me. Like, the fact that the Benchmade MiniGrip Tillion is lighter than the Sage 5 Lightweight, I feel like the name is a little off, like... But whatever, if Spyderco thinks that this is lightweight, great. And it is. It's just like for the lightweight category, it's a little on the heavy side. So, Sage 5 Lightweight, really cool knife. This is one I recently got. Instantly was obsessed with it. Of course, we got the replacement clip here from Lynch Northwest. Now, this is their new finish. This is called the Blacksmith finish. It is a blackish gray matte finished pocket clip. It's very matte finished. Like, it's very strange, almost like powder coated. It feels really interesting. It's very cool. I feel like nobody knows about them yet, because when they sent out their email like a week or two ago, they said that they were starting this blacksmith finish and that it'll be available on pocket clips soon. But it already is. Like, if you can get these right now, if you go to the site, there are already blacksmith finished pocket clips. So check those out. They're actually really cool. So I picked one up for this because there was just no way I was keeping the wire clip on there. But the Sage 5 Lightweight is really neat. This one has liners, but they're like fully milled. So like the MiniGrip Tillion has liners. They're not milled out at all. They're just straight liners. The Sage 5 Lightweight, we've got some milling holes in here. If you can see those, the round holes in this bottom liner are milled out with some big holes to just make it more lightweight. So milling on one side, the other side is, the compression lock side. Really, really nice knife. This is kind of a beast, honestly. Like, this is a decent sized knife for being lightweight and under 3 ounces. It's, I wouldn't want to go any bigger than this. It fills the hand very nicely. It's pretty thick this way. You've got a pretty large blade in terms of height and length. Like, this is kind of a beast of a knife for a lightweight knife, but it's under 3 ounces, so it does weigh in correctly. Really, really nice action. You've got the compression lock, so a modern locking mechanism if that's something you're concerned about. Like all of these lightweight offerings from Spyderco, you have the bi-directional texturing, which varies from model to model. All of the ones before this had like kind of these squares for bi-directional texturing. Like this one is the same as that one, which is the same. as that one. But then when we get to the Sage 5 lightweight, it's completely different shapes. It's, I don't know what you would call that. But it's not the squares anymore. So really great texturing, still bi-directional, just a beast of a knife, way thicker, heavier everything than everyone else. It feels really, really sturdy. Even the back spacers here, the spools are like thick and chunky, man. I mean, everything about this is kind of like overbuilt for being called lightweight. So really a beast of a lightweight summertime knife. If you need something hard use and reliable and rugged, this kind of like hits all of the points here. I mean, it's just a beast. So if we take our heaviest one in the class and our lightest one, just compare those really quick. You just get a lot of heft from this one in comparison to here. But again, I've used all of these, and have I seen any type of difference? No, I really haven't. So it's personal preference when you decide which one you want from here. But the Sage 5 Lightweight is one that I instantly fell in love with. I'm obsessed with it. It's an absolute beast. So those are all of the knives that I have that I will be using over the summer. On and off. I mean, all of this depends on testing. I have a lot of stuff to test. I'm taking the month off, but we'll see about the summertime. So I just wanted to show you guys those really cool kind of like lightweight offerings that you could consider if you're wearing shorts a lot, or if you're just looking for something lighter in the warmer weather. And before we close the episode, I wanted to show you guys something I built yesterday. This is a pair 3 that I built yesterday afternoon. So we have a K390 blade that somebody sent in to me for free because they didn't need it anymore. I guess they got a different blade and they just didn't want or need this, and they were like, hey, it's literally laying in a drawer rusting. Do you want me to send it to you for testing? And I was like, absolutely. So I threw that on some of these skinny scales from Rip's Garage Tech. These are brown linen. And we've got a really cool pocket clip from Lynch Northwest on there. This is one that I built yesterday, and I'm carrying it today. Really, really cool. I love the pair 3. It's one of those knives that before I tested it, I said I fucking hated it and I didn't want to test it, and then I tested it and now it's one of my favorites. So thank you again to you guys for making me test this, because I wouldn't have known. So that's today's knife. I gotta go get ready for work here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully this was kind of entertaining to at least one person. Go use your shit. Go use your shit, guys. Please. It's a lot of fun. It's so fun when you use yo shit. And try some FRN knives, dudes. Grivery. Fiber reinforced. Whatever you call this. Go try it. Just because everyone else hates it doesn't mean that you should. They're actually really cool, and I love them. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next video. Love you all. Use your shit. Use your shit. Use your shit. See you soon.